Welcome back. Last week we told you what to expect when expecting. This week, we're going to tell you what to expect after expecting. We can only go so far, so don't expect to hear about how to deal with your moody teenagers or your 3-year-old's tantrums. No, what we'll be getting into is safe sleeping for babies, breastfeeding, and understanding and reading your child's cues. Yes, I know this week is going to be less humorous, but no less interesting, so let's get started. After being pregnant, you're probably familiar with lack of sleep. Well, a new baby isn't going to help change that. Between diaper changes and feeding times, it's a good thing moms are already familiar with sleepless nights. One thing you can do to help you sleep without worrying at night is to know the steps to take to ensure your baby is sleeping safely. The American Academy of Pediatrics emphasizes that safe sleep practices are essential in reducing the risk of sudden infant death syndrome and other sleep-related infant deaths. Here are some ways to ensure your baby has a safe sleep environment. Follow the CDC's Safe Sleep ABCs. A is for alone. Babies should sleep alone in their own crib or bassinet because sharing a bed with another person actually increases the risk of suffocation. B is for back. Babies should be placed on their backs to sleep. And C is for crib. Always use a firm and safety-approved crib with a snug-fitting mattress. Other ways to create a safe sleep environment is to remove all pillows, blankets, and stuffed animals from the crib and avoid using crib bumpers. All these things are suffocation hazards. Keep the room at a comfortable temperature so they're not too cold and to prevent overheating. Overheating can cause a whole slew of issues, but mostly, if baby isn't comfortable, then they won't do what you need them to do, whether that be sleeping or even eating. Breastfeeding is hard enough, so let's not add to the stress of it. Breastfeeding is a seemingly easy and natural aspect of motherhood, but I'm here to tell you that isn't always the case. Now, there are whole professions on how to breastfeed correctly, and I'm certainly no expert on the subject, but here are 5 steps you can take to ensure successful and proper latch-in positioning. 1. Position yourself comfortably. This means your whole body is supported, including your back, arms, and feet. If you aren't comfortable, baby won't be comfortable. 2. Position baby close to you. Give baby easy access to its food. That means they shouldn't have to contort themselves to get to the nipple. 3. You may need to support your own breast early on. Fresh babies are little and still developing. If it makes it easier to feed them by supporting yourself, then do it. 4. You might need to encourage your baby to attach or latch onto the breast. Sometimes they just need a little help finding the right parts. 5. Relax. This shouldn't be a painful process. Uncomfortable maybe, but not painful. It's a lot harder to feed a baby when you aren't relaxed. Now that you're not sleeping and using your own body to feed the baby, I'm sure you'll be able to pick up on baby's nonverbal cues. It's easy, right? Wrong. Every baby is different, so even if you're not a first-time parent, it's your first time with this kid. Knowing their specific cues is going to be different than knowing any other baby's cues. Nonverbal communication is a language children speak from birth. It's how they express their wants, needs, and feelings. One of the most important takeaways is the power of responsiveness. The CDC stresses that when you respond to your child's cues promptly and sensitively, you're building trust, enhancing their emotional well-being, and prompting their overall development. Reading child cues isn't just about meeting their basic needs. It's also about strengthening your bond and understanding their unique personalities. The more you connect, the more you'll be in tune with your child's cues. In conclusion, reading child cues is an essential skill for parents and caregivers. It's a pathway to nurturing connection, fostering emotional well-being, and promoting a strong parent-child relationship. Parenting is a personal process that looks different for everyone. What we've said in this video isn't the only way to do things. Some people struggle to breastfeed, or they choose not to, and that's okay. The important thing is that baby is fed, because fed is best. Not every parent knows how to handle certain situations, or maybe they have questions and no one with answers. TRPHD, luckily, has Healthy Families Nebraska program, where family support specialists can answer your questions, provide support and education, and generally be moral support for those who need it. Check them out on our website, trphd.ne.gov. Until next time.